Hello everyone. In this session, we'll discuss few problems on cumulative distribution function. So first problem, the random variable x has the discrete variable in the set -1, -0.5, 0.7, 1.5, 3. The corresponding probabilities are assumed to be 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 0.4, 0.2. Plot its distribution function and state is it a discrete or continuous distribution function. So this question was asked in external examination November 2007, JNTUH, Hyderabad. So let's solve the problem. Given x is equal to, from the problem itself, -1, -0.5, 0.7, 1.5, 3 and the px of x, their probabilities are equal to 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 0.4 and 0.2. The CDF, the cumulative distribution function fx of x, is nothing but it is equal to the probability of the random variable x taking the values less than or equal to small x. So fx of -1. So fx of -1 is equal to p of x less than or equal to -1. So px of p of x less than or equal to -1, we have only one value, 0.1 for -1. So p of x less than or equal to -1 is equal to 0.1. Similarly, fx of -0.5. fx of -0.5 is equal to p of x less than or equal to 0.5. So this is equal to px of -1 plus px of -0.5. So px of -1 is 0.1, px of -0.5 is 0.2. So summing we get 0.3. So 0.3. fx of 0.7 is equal to p of x less than or equal to 0.7. So again px of -1 plus px of -0.5 plus px of 0.7. We have three values, 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.1, which is equal to 0.4. So similarly, we calculate for even fx of 1.5. So all the values less than or equal to 1.5. So 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 0.4, which is equal to 0.8. And fx of 3 is probability of x taking the values less than or equal to 3, which is equal to sum all the values, sum all the probabilities. It will be equal to 1. So next, the second part of the question, plotting the cumulative distribution function. So to plot the cumulative distribution function, we take the random variable x on the x-axis and fx of x on the y-axis. And on the x we take -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And on y-axis we take the points 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1. So what is the first value? fx of -1. So fx of -1 is equal to 0.1. So before that it will be equal to 0. At 0.1 it makes a transition to, before that it will be equal to 0.1, and at -1 value it will make a transition to 0.1. Here 0.1. And this 0.1 will continue up to next value, which is equal to 0.5. At 0.5 the CDF is equal to 0.3. So again it makes a transition to 0.3. And till the next random variable which is at 0.7. This is minus 0.5. Yeah, here also minus 0.5. So at 0.7 again it makes a transition to 0.4. And it will be at 0.4 until 1.5. And at 1.5 it makes a transition to 0.8. And it stays at 0.8 till 3. So at 3 again it is making a transition to 1. And it continues to plus infinity. And its value is equal to 1. See here, before minus 1 it is equal to 0. And after 3 it is equal to 1. So now we have seen that the random variable x is discrete and countable. So the distribution function also should be discrete. So this is what is your CDF plot, which is a staircase waveform. Second question. Determine whether the following is a valid distribution function or not. November 2007, JNTUH. F of x is equal to 1 minus e power minus x by 2 for x greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. Now any function fx of x to be a distribution function, it need to satisfy properties of it. And those 4 properties are fx of minus x equal to 0, fx of x is equal to 1, fx of x1 less than or equal to fx of x2 if x1 less than x2. So it is to say that the CDF is a non-decreasing function. And the fourth one is fx of x plus is equal to fx of x. Now the function, the CDF, fx of x is equal to 1 minus e power minus x by 2 for x greater than or equal to 0. So now let's substitute 0 value. So fx of minus 0 is equal to 1 minus e power 0, which is equal to 1 minus 1 equal to 0. And when you go with the second property, fx of plus 0 is equal to 1 minus e power, the same e power 0. So 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So clearly this function is not satisfying the second property. So because it is not satisfying the second property, it is not a distribution function. Next, in an experiment of fair wheel of chance is spun with the numbers 0 to 12 on the wheel, plot its distribution function. So you have a fair wheel of chance with numbers 0 to 12. So we need to plot its cumulative distribution function. So let x is a random variable, a discrete random variable. Therefore x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on to 12. And their probabilities. How do you calculate the probabilities? Favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. Favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes of any event A. So here the probability of 0. So 1 by how many? 0 to 13. So 1 by 13. And what is the probability of 1? 1 is also one favorable outcome, 13 possible outcomes. Probability of 2 is again 1 by 13. Probability of 3, 1 by 13. This example, like this experiment is a clear example for the equally likely events. The same thing we wrote here, the probabilities of the random variables. Now let's find out the cumulative probability distribution. So fx of 0 is equal to p of x less than or equal to 0, which is equal to 1 by 13. Fx of 1 is p of x less than or equal to 1, which is equal to px of 0, and this is px of 1. So CDF is nothing but summation, accumulation of the probabilities. So both are added up, we get 2 by 3. Fx of 2 is equal to probability of random variable x taking the values less than or equal to 2. So this is your px of 0, px of 1, px of 2. All are added up. We get 3 by 13. Now similarly, we have calculated for fx of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is your 12. Fx of 12 is equal to 13 by 13, which is equal to 1. So now when you plot the CDF, plot. So x-axis, random variable x is taken, on the y-axis fx of x. So you have the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, and on fx of x on the y-axis we have the points 1 by 13, 2 by 13, 3 by 13, so on. So gradually at 0 it is taking a transition to 1 by 13, at 1 to 2 by 13, at 2 to 3 by 13, at 3 to 4 by 13, so on it continues up to at 12. At 12 your fx of x is equal to 1, so therefore it makes a transition to 1 and it continues to be on same 1. So this is your cumulative distribution function, the plot of it. Next question. A fair coin is tossed 3 times and the faces showing up are observed. Write the sample description space. Second is, if x is the number of heads in each of the outcomes of this experiment, find the probability function, sketch the CDF. So November 2005 JNTUH. Now read the question. A fair coin is tossed 3 times. So first thing, tossing the coin 3 times. So 2 power 3, 8. I'll have 8 outcomes. So they may be head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, head, tail, head, tail, 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 head, tail, tail, tail. Now what is the probability of each event to occur? It is 1 out of 8. 1 out of 8. Similarly 1 out of 8. They are mutually exclusive and equally likely. So on we write the probabilities. Favorable outcome by total number of outcomes. And now first part of the question is writing down the sample space. Yeah, we have done. Then x is the number of heads in each of the outcome. X is the number of heads. So the number of heads may be 0, 1, 2, 3. The random variable x may take the value 0, 1, 2 or 3. So 0. How many outcomes are there which has head as 0? Head as 0, only one outcome. What is it? TTT. Now if you take a real line, then and mark 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, first one is 0, means 0 heads, only one, which is TTT. And what is the next one? And next is the number of heads to be equal to 1. So to be equal to 1 are HHT combination, HTH and THT. Then 2, number of heads 2, 2 heads. So THH this comes here, this comes here, and TTH. TTH has actually, okay, let me remove this. Yeah, first the number of heads 0. So only we have one outcome TTT with number of heads 0. And next number of heads 1. So number of heads 1, we have HTT, THT and TTH, only one head. And 2 heads, 2 heads is HHT, HTH and THH, 2 heads. And 3 heads, only one outcome, 3 heads. So clearly 0, we have only one outcome. So one outcome, the probability is 1 by 8. And for random variable x at the value 1, which is equal to 3 outcomes. So 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8, 3 by 8. So for 2, 3 outcomes again. So 3 by 8. And for 3, it is 1 by 8. Only one outcome, which is head, head, head. Only one outcome. So the probability is equal to 1 by 8. So next, sketch the CDF. So first we find out the CDF. So fx of 0. So fx of 0 is equal to p of x less than or equal to 0. So what are the values we have? Only one, which is 1 by 8. Fx of 1 is equal to 4 by 8. Fx of 1 is equal to probability of x less than or equal to 1. So what are the values we have? Px of 0 plus Px of 1, which is equal to 1 by 8 plus 3 by 8, which is equal to 4 by 8. So similarly, we will find out the fx of 2 and fx of 3. And now plotting the CDF on x-axis, we take the random variable, on y-axis fx of x. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on x-axis, fx of x we take 1 by 8, 4 by 8, 7 by 8 and 1. And plot the values at 1. See here, fx of 0. So it's 0. At 0 it is 1 by 8, at 1 4 by 8, 2 7 by 8 and 3 1. Next, the probability density function of random variable x is given by the following table. So x takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the probability of the random variable x is k, 3k, 5k, 7k, 9k, 11k, 13k. Find p of x less than 4, p of x greater than or equal to 5 and p of 3 less than x less than or equal to 6. And also what will be the minimum value of k so that p of x less than or equal to 2 will be greater than 0.3. So from the property of your density function, the sum of all values, the sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. So when sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1, nothing but k plus 3k plus 5k plus 7k plus 9k plus 11k plus 13k is equal to 1. Find out the k value. K is equal to 1 by 49. So first question, probability of x less than 4. So less than 4 means what are the values you get? K, 3k, 5k, 7k. 4 values. So it would be 16k. When you add all this, k plus 3k plus 5k plus 7k equal to 16k. 16 into k is 1 by 49. So it is 16 by 49. And next is here probability of x greater than or equal to 5. Greater than or equal to 5. So here you need to be careful because most of the students they take the before values. But what is asked is greater than or equal to 5. So what are the values you have greater than or equal to 5? These two. 11k and 13k. So which is equal to 24k. So 24 into 1 by 49 which is equal to 24 by 49. And the third one, probability of x greater than 3 and less than or equal to 6. So which is equal to like greater than 3 less than or equal to 6 means all the values 4, 5, 6. So what are the values? 9, 11, 13. 9k, 11k, 13k. So you get it as 33k which is equal to 33 by 49. And finally, what will be the minimum value of k so that p of x less than or equal to 2 greater than 0.3. So p of x less than or equal to 2 greater than 0.3. So less than or equal to 2 we have 9k because from the table we have k plus 3k plus 5k. So 9k less than or equal to 2. 9k greater than 0.3. K greater than 0.3 by 9. That is k is greater than 1 by 30. So this is how we do the problems. Here in this session I have discussed few problems which are university questions. So hope these problems may help you and give an insight into how to apply these formulas, CDF formulas as well as the properties, and also how to plot the cumulative distribution function. Thank you all.